What you need to understand, my gorgeous Sagittarius, that only at the beginning of this week you are going to feel a little bit negative, but this negativity is absolutely imminent when it comes to this stage of your life, and I will explain. Only at the beginning of this week you are going to feel negative, but that negativity is also going to help you to drift as deep as you possibly can towards the different aspect, towards the certain aspect of your life, towards the certain aspect of yourself. This is needed. This is important. Some call it a shadow work, when you work on a certain things about yourself. And sometimes, when it comes to that shadow work and when it comes to working on a certain aspect of ourselves, it's to do with the things that are very much so, very deep within, that we have been affected with, or that we have been affected by from a kind of a long time ago. So this particular thing can kind of affect every single aspect of our lives, because subconsciously we can just kind of still be scared and still be negative at the time of our lives when we need to be very strong, we need to be really confident, and we need to be really courageous. So this is why this is so important, this kind of like a self-blame that you are going to have at the beginning of this week, this negativity that you are going to have at the beginning of the week. This is going to be like your spiritual map to deal with that part of your life, to deal with this problem that it's on your mind, and it's going to be on your mind from the beginning of this week indeed. And I'm talking about the week from the actual 18th and in between the 18th and the 24th of October 2022. So it's important for you to reflect, and it's important for you to attack that problem immediately, because you are going to be finding this energy and vibration so beneficial. And this is not a coincidence, because it's October, and October is ridiculously spiritual, which means that this reflects on us, on our way of thinking, and it helps us to go so much deeper, so much more further than we would normally go to when we find ourselves in this kind of deep thinking mode. But this is something special here. So at the beginning of this week you are going to feel, my gorgeous Sagittarini, like a bit of a self-blame, and you are going to feel like a little bit negative. You are going to feel like a little bit like a kind of like, oh my God, even it's going to give you like not an insomnia, but it's like, oh my God, it's just going to kind of make you not keep you awake all night, but it's just going to be on your mind quite a lot at the beginning of the week, especially before you go to bed, or especially when you're trying to relax, when you're trying to chill out. This is just constantly going to be on your mind. And this stage of your life, it's really, really important, because now at the same time, this is all about you kind of like first of all, this is going to kind of like a really make a certain foundation in your life a little bit shaky, and this is what's going to make you worried, like a shaky foundation in your life. But at the same time, this is going to kind of open your eyes, because you're going to find yourself being really indecisive at this stage of your life, and this indecisiveness, you're going to be facing the part of your life that means to you so much, it meant to you for so long, but it's something that you feel so passionate about, something that you've been working on, something that you are working on. But we all have these moments in our lives when we are just thinking, oh, maybe this is not the right thing, oh, I don't know, have I done the right thing, oh, I don't know, like this, you just kind of start seeing so many negative aspects. And this is sometimes needed, because it points you towards the right direction, it points you towards the part of your life that it's actually missing, but it also points you towards the part of your life that it's actually kind of that you should be paying attention to at this stage in your life. Whether we like this or not, we do have this power of this psychic spiritual gift that we can use, that we borrow from this month of October. This vibration and energy is different, so you are kind of even more keen and eager to kind of deal with a problem that would normally like really put you off. So it's all about you kind of finding yourself being really indecisive with the part of your life that you felt so strong about, so adamant that you want to do. So this is why you're going to have lots of worries, like, oh, have I done the right thing? I'm not too sure. I'm just wasting my time. No, baby, no. It's all happening the way it's meant to be happening. Even this, it's meant to be happening right now, because you will see by the time this week comes to an end, it's like, oh my God, what is going to happen and what is going to take place. It's not only going to rejuvenate and change your life, like literally forever, slowly but surely, but it's going to change like lives of the people who are the most important to you. You will see exactly what I mean, what you're going to be doing right now, what is going to come out of this situation. You're going to feel so proud of yourself, but like people in your life are going to feel ridiculously proud of you as well. This is going to lead towards some kind of a miracle. I'm not even joking here. So when you find yourself being indecisive, so all that self-blame and all that kind of negativity that you're going to feel, it's all about an aspect of your life that you think, oh my God, I'm not successful enough, it's not working, it's making me feel really negative, it's all really slow. No, baby, no. It's going to put you in the stage where you're going to find yourself being indecisive, but then at the same time your eyes are going to be open towards the part of your life where you're going to realize, you know what, I'm not going to rush with this. You better think twice. That's how you're going to feel. You better think twice. Look at this, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Look. It's going to show you, look at this, it's better think twice, and that in itself, it's going to open your eyes, but it's also going to make you aware of the specific situation. It's something that happened to you like a long time ago, and I've seen this before, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and this is not gonna go until you come to terms with this. Something happened to you like a long time ago, like a long time ago, like a long time ago. Do you know what? It could have even been in your past life. Honestly, it could have been even in your past life. Whether you believe in past lives or not, you should, because once we die, we just go, we go further. It's like basically the energy cannot be destroyed whatsoever. So this is just the body that we are temporarily using, and this is just part of the really massive, huge picture where you need to understand that there is an aspect of you that it's also part of this. I know it sounds crazy, but there is a part of you that you must accept, something that happened to you like a long time ago. So how are you going to accept something that happened in your past life? Do you know what I mean? Well, this is a very difficult, and this is a very kind of like a very interesting question, because at the same time, how are you going to know like what happened to you in your past life? How are you going to accept this? Well, normally when something really scares you, this is the answer to you. Maybe it's something to do with your childhood that happened, some kind of trauma, like, oh my God. Or if it's to do with your past life, it's something that in this life makes you so scared. Maybe you don't want to learn how to drive the car, and maybe you can't explain like why you don't want to learn how to drive a car. Maybe something happened to you in your past life. Maybe in your past life you died in a car accident. So in this life you're like, no baby, no. You run away from the car when you see one, let alone if you go like kind of like if you decide to kind of have a driving license and things like that. You know what I mean? So something that really scares you in this life has got a very strong, that you can't explain. It has got a very strong connection with things that happened to you in your past life. So that's how you will know. Maybe you are really scared to walk in the forest by yourself. Do you know what I mean? I'm just talking, Maybe you're really scared to walk in the forest by yourself. Maybe in your past life you died in the forest. A lion came and ate you. Now, do you know what I mean? It's like so some kind of fear, something that you are so scared of in this life. This is your answer to what exactly you need to accept and you need to work on, and it's to do with your past life. So like that, you do like a mind-blowing thing. It's like, oh my God. So you need to find that fear, whether this is the fear to do with the past life or whether this fear is to do with like something that happened like a long time ago. It really depends, but you know what I mean? You will know exactly. So it's either to do an aspect like when you were really young or long time ago, whatever, or it's to do with something that petrifies you, but you can't understand where this fear is coming from. Maybe you're scared to go to swim in the sea, and in your past life you could have died in the sea. Do you know what I mean? But by actually nipping the bud and by kind of like plunging into it, you are doing something extraordinary as well, because you just give such an opportunity to your spirit to grow. You're like, oh my God, you rejuvenate yourself, you rejuvenate your spirit, and then at that moment in time you become ready for something so big. And that's the whole spiritual purpose of us on this earth. We are here like for 5 minutes, honestly, do you know what I mean? But while we are here, we do have like a certain aspects of our lives that we constantly need to work on. And look at this. This is prosperity. Prosperity, prosperity, prosperity. This is going to lead towards a spiritual prosperity and towards the actual financial prosperity as well. So you need to work on this. And it's also empowerment. Empowerment. My gorgeous Sagittarini, empower yourself through this. I know this sounds absolutely crazy probably, but honestly, this is the way things are. You know that there is so much more to this life. Do you know what I mean? I know you know, because if you don't know, you wouldn't be watching my channel. You wouldn't be here in the first place. So if you're here and you're watching my channel, you know that there is so much more to life. You know that there is so much more that we can connect to. There is so much more that we can gain from every single aspect, every second that's happening to us. It's some kind of learning experience. So this is brilliant. And also only couple of days after that moment in time, only couple of days after that moment in time, my gorgeous Sagittarini, something is just going to come to you. There is someone who's very close to you, very important to you, somebody who's really significant to you, certain person in your life. It's going to play an important role because they will tell you something and they will just remind you like of certain aspect of your life, and they will also remind you how much that person means to you, and you will be reminded, not that they're going to remind you, but you will be reminded with yourself how much that person means to you. And that beautiful person, someone really beautiful, it's really going to contribute towards you kind of like realizing a couple of days after that, you're going to realize like you're going to get you're going to realize something which is going to help you to kind of get a different picture, different perspective on how you're going to make like kind of adjustment in your life. And you're going to realize exactly that it's to do with like a kind of you being very straightforward, you being very direct. You know, you're going to realize also it's about a steady progress, and you're also going to realize, you know what, it's a hard work ahead of me, but it's time to actually do this. You need to kind of really make an important decision that you're going to do this. So it's to do with the shaky part of your life that it's something that means to you so much, the beginning of this reading. So it's all going to evolve towards you realizing how much this means to you, but also realizing that you're so close to the very kind of important stage of your life. And this is just something that is going to disappear indeed, but it's going to leave such a powerful impact on your spiritual journey indeed. And also sorry, and also what is going to happen completely like out of the blue, completely unexpectedly after that, it's going to be like you some very kind of something very unexpected is actually going to happen. You're going to see something and it's really going to blow you away. It's really going to on one hand inspire you, but it's then on another hand going to make you aware of the fact that, you know, you have to fully embrace your emotions. An unexpected situation that you're going to become aware of, that is actually going to happen, that it's going to lead down and boil down towards you needing to understand that you can't do this unless you fully embrace your emotions, which is exactly what you are going to do. My gorgeous Sagittarini, already by the mid-week, you're already going to know that, you know, like you are very close to like some absolutely mind-blowing achievement. So you're already going to become aware of that at around the midweek, because you are going to get an important message, and that message is going to put a massive smile on your face, because you will realize here that the things are finally, hallelujah, working in your favor. It's to do with a bit of a justice. So it's like some kind of like, it could be legal justice, like you're waiting for something, or it's like you've been waiting for someone to decide something for you, where the decision is going to be made at around the midweek, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and this is going to put a big smile on your face. It's going to be a very good and positive decision, but at the same time you are going to realize that you've learned something out of that like kind of process of justice. So as I said, this could be something legal, or it could be something that you mean to you so much, but you're waiting for someone to decide something for you. I know it's a little bit confusing probably, but the bottom line is that this is going to be such an important stage. Not only you're going to learn, you're going to realize something, some kind of experience that you gain through this. You will know what to do in the future and what not to do in the future. But even more so, this in itself is going to make you feel really strong and self-assured, and that in itself, it's really kind of going to make you aware of your own independence, and this is going to make you extremely enthusiastic. But at the same time, your energy is going to be so strong here and so powerful that lots of people in your life are going to come to you and say to you like, oh my god, your energy is different, you sound different, you talk different, you look really good, you know, you can come out in so many different ways. But you're going to be told this by the people in your life who are so important to you. This is going to mean to you even more, so you will know that something is happening, you will know that something is changing. I really like this so much, my gorgeous Sagittarini, because again, you will realize the importance of people in your life. I think you're amazing when it comes to the people in your life. People in your life really love you. People in your life appreciate you, okay? And you love and appreciate them. And this is all going to become such a beautiful moment in time, but it's also going to make you aware of that, you know, it's a lot to do with the mixing and blending in this moment in time, and not kind of ignoring the fact that you've learned so much over the last 2 or 3 years. There's so many aspects that you need to kind of like bring into what you're doing here right now. So it's about like it's some kind of like a new project that it's about to start, but then at the same time, look at this new project that it's actually going to start here, the new project at around the midweek, the new project that you are going to start. This is a lot to do with you working on yourself, taking care of yourself, loving yourself, doing something amazing to yourself, for yourself, because you're going to realize, you know, the more you take care of yourself, the more you appreciate yourself, the more the people around you are going to appreciate you. So this is a little bit of readjustment and adjustment that you're going to have. So you'll be facing a very interesting project, but this project that you're going to be facing, it's going to be involving you, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And at the same time, look what I had here, an animal. And so an animal, it's going to, certain animal, again, my lord, animals, I love animals. They are such a powerful creatures and beings in our lives. I could not even live my life anymore without having animals. They are very kind of imminent part of my life. But also, so we are meant to be sharing this world, you know, with animals, and you know this, you know. But at the same time, there are also fantastic spiritual messengers. So you see, there is going to be an animal that is going to cross your path at around the midweek. When that animal crosses your path at around the midweek, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you see this? You are, look at this. It's going to be it could be anything. It could be a cat, it could be a dog, it could be a bird. Do you know what? It could even be a tiny little spider. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter, but there is the certain animal that is going to cross your path. And look at this again. And now when it comes to this grieving, fertility. You see this? Fertility. To anyone who this means something to, it's a lot to do with, like, I think that this week also, like if you're trying to, hello my darling, you know, to have a baby or something, it's like, I think that this week I know that this is just completely out of the blue, but to those of you who are into these things, to those of you who would like to be fertile, or like, you know, this is looking really promising when it comes to that part of that stage of your life. It's also came out, so especially at around the time when you see little animal, do you know what I mean? Just get your partner, hello my darling, I'm fertile, hey. No, I'm joking. This is going to be the time, do you know what I mean? Like if you really want baby or something, do you know, I know this is completely out of the blue, sorry, but then at the same time, you know, when you see this animal and when you see this messenger, you know, it is going to kind of like also, so you will know that this is part of your, you know, dimension. So I spoke about it before. When the animal is bringing a message, when they're messengers, when it's a good omen, good sign, then you will become aware of that animal whatsoever. So whether the animal is going to do something strange, unusual, maybe this animal is going to be really beautiful, really gorgeous, really fast, really slow, something is going to be kind of like unusual about it, and you will know it. Even if you see only the back of the animal, you will know that this is your messenger. But the bottom line is, when you become aware of that animal as an omen, that animal is going to prepare you to be careful. After that moment in time, someone is going to try to be very pushy, someone is going to try to be kind of like a little bit dishonest with you and try to kind of like get you to guess get something, or someone is going to try to be really pushy in order for you to do something, and this is not going to make sense to you whatsoever, because I'm talking about someone really dishonest here, really not really nice, very dark when it comes to their energy, but at the same time I'm talking about a person who you are actually going to be well aware of, you know, that something is not right. But then again, at that moment in time, you're also going to kind of be disappointed a little bit about that particular person, but this is something that you need to accept, and as soon as you accept this, you're also going to get rid of a very, very negative attachment in your life, and you will see exactly what I mean. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, 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 Sagittari, Sagittari, Sagitterini, Sagitterini, Sagittarini, Sagittari, Sagittari, Sagitterini, pam 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 pam, pam param pam pam pam, para pam pam pa 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 pararam, pam 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 pam. Pam param pam 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 para pam pa 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 pa. Sorry, so I had to. The last part of this week, you are really gonna have like you're gonna feel very creative, you're gonna feel very kind of like energetic, and you're gonna be left with no option but use this creativity to actually do something or to create something, because you're gonna find yourself facing doing something that you feel really alive, that you feel really good, whatever this is, you know, whether this is cleaning, where some people love cleaning, whether this is painting, whether this is drawing, whether this is like, I don't know, like taking care of your plants or something, you know, it doesn't matter. At the time when you find yourself extremely creative, I've spoke to you about it, then we create a very special energy around us, and that energy makes us a really, really psychic and really open-minded and really kind of like a very spiritual at the same time, and something really kind of wise is going to come to you, some kind of idea, and this idea is going to be extremely wise. Please try to take this aspect into your life, because this idea, it's also kind of going to be really the next 3 months, it's all going to be about that idea. The next 3 months, it's all going to be about that idea. That idea, it's going to be so important when it comes to your money, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to you making your life kind of secure, when it comes to that particular solid foundation which you are going to be laying with this. So this is what you need to remember and understand, that this idea is going to be superb, and it's going to be very beneficial when it comes to your finances, money, but it is going to take a little while, you know. It's like the next 3 months, it's all going to be about it. These are just the first stages, but you need to understand that this is on once going to really kind of be very beneficial for you, not only when it comes to your finances, but also when it comes to doing the right thing to protect yourself, but on another financial situation, I mean, to protect yourself financially, doing the right thing, you know. But at the same time, you know, this is something really, really wise, and this is going to put you so much closer to the part of your life where you want to be, so much closer to your dream. So this is connected to the part of your life where you want to get, what you want to achieve, like a huge massive momentum, and I absolutely love this. Let me just show you this. Look, my gorgeous Sagittarini, let me show you this. That idea that you are going to have, you know, it's going to come to you at a time when you're really, really psychic. You need to understand this idea. It's also going to start the process of healing, you see. And why would a idea start the process of healing? Because you are taking the spiritual challenge on. You are taking on something that you find really challenging, but at the same time, it's going to protect you. Look at this. It's going to bring you protection. So you've got a healing, you've got protection that it's going to come out of it, and you've got a prosperity that is going to come out of it. This is exactly what I said. And also at the end of the week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you are going to have this is a momentum. This is why I was so happy. when I started also negative, you know, lots of people tell me that I'm becoming really negative, but I'm not trying to be negative, you know, or honestly, I'm not, because I just tell you what I see, I tell you what I have. So sorry if I'm negative. Dark Lala strikes again. So at the last part of this week, this is what I was so excited about. So there is a very important news that you are going to have. This is going to make you feel extremely happy. This news, it's going to be connected to your hard work. This news is going to be connected to the part of your life that you've put so much energy in, and it's to do with your success. It's to do with a whole new balance which is going to come into your life. So very, very good news when it comes to your own success, and you're gonna like this, because at the same time, that in itself is going to provide you with a spiritual key to unlock many, many doors after this moment in time. You're going to be facing like several different options, and I really like this, but this is not all. You will know exactly that your life is going to change. You will know that this is actually going to bring an ultimate change in your life. So that good news, message and information that you're going to have about your success and about your things that you've been working on, it's so important, because at the same time, this is going to be different to the rest of the news and messages you had, because you will know that this is about to bring you an ultimate change in your life. Because there is also something else that you are going to realize. Just remember the spiritual key you're about to get, which is going to help you to unlock many doors at that moment in time. And the spiritual key is going to come in form of like a different variety of options that you're going to be facing. And there is also going to be like, is someone really kind of like really beautiful, it's about to kind of like enter your life here. Very beautiful person, it's about to enter your life at the end of the week. And that person who is about to enter your life at the end of the week, it's actually gonna play such an important role when it comes to your own motivation, because through that person, not only that person is going to be playing an important role, you know, in your life, like really powerful role, but that person in general, but that person is also going to inspire you to understand, to leave a certain life behind, to understand it's about the discontinuance, what also came to an end. So that person is going to help you to understand which part of your life came to an end. And this is like almost you needed somebody kick up your bum almost like you needed somebody to like kind of show you this, to explain you this, to make you aware of something, you know. But somebody strong and powerful, and somebody who you're also at the same time going to be looking up to quite a lot. It's going to help you to understand, to leave something behind, because there is something much, much better coming. And at that moment in time, I go to Sagittarius, something is going to change. Your passion is going to be ignited like never before. Your spirit is going to rise like never before. You are literally healing and ascending on the next level of your life, and you will see exactly what is going to happen after this moment in time. You're going to become ridiculously brave and ridiculously confident at facing the stage of your life that you would normally feel so weak around, you know. And this is all because of the things that you've been going through throughout the week. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.